What are you sick of explaining? Also sick of explaining that I am not a time traveling crack dealer from 1992 and this is not a pager in my pocket. It's an insulin pump. Also, I do not have the bad kind of diabetes. All diabetes is bad. It's a flipping disease. Good grief. That climate isn't the same as weather. The difference between type 1 and type 2 diabetes and that I was born with it and didn't get it from eating sugar. I'm a programmer. I write programs. I do not know how to fix your laptop that won't turn on. Allergies. E.g. against pollen or food. Pollen is flying around not only in summer and the symptoms are not always red eyes or sneezing. So just because you cannot see that someone is not feeling well, it still can be the case. Or food allergies and you are judged as being picky. Please just accept that some people cannot eat everything. Probably there are other allergies and explaining at some point is just so tiresome. Edit. I'm a bit overwhelmed by all the comments, upvotes and the award. Thank you. All the best and great medication to everyone suffering from allergies or not similar conditions. That Bluetooth does not use your mobile data. This has been explained countless times to my dad. That those games on Facebook that ask you to tap on your birthday month or whatever are harvesting your details to be used for not so innocent purposes. That I don't actually want to be in a relationship with someone. My OCD. I have actually serious, medically diagnosed OCD. I have certain habits that I feel I sometimes need to explain, but it's hard to convey to someone who doesn't have it. How I exist in Los Angeles without a driver's license car. Update to clarify. I have a state ID. No, I didn't get a DUI. I have never had a driver's license. I am 37. I am blind in one eye. Don't feel super safe driving. Yes, I've had about 7 learner's permits. Just never actually ever took the road test. I bike a lot. I take Uber Lyft. I live 2 miles from my job. I enjoy taking public transport since I'm originally from East Coast. I walk a lot. I plan group trips friends out of the city. Pre-pandemic life. I might get a license once DMV opens back up. BC pandemic made me think it'd be a good idea. I have never gotten a parking ticket. Close bracket. RIP my inbox. Colon. Nobody drives in LA. There's too much traffic. I know I look 10 plus years younger than I am. I don't know how to respond without sounding conceited. TBHY I'm sober. I don't look like an alcoholic. I'm educated. I'm a girl. I wear glasses. Everyone thinks I'm the most innocent person they've ever met. I guess. IDK apparently all those things don't translate to alcoholic. And no one takes me seriously when I tell them I had a serious drinking problem. They think I just got involved in AA as a precaution or something. They tell me about their friends who are real alcoholics and like me, when they literally know nothing about my drinking. I've gotten into 3 drunk driving car accidents. I got a DUI when I was 18. And last time I relapsed I ended up being held against my will in a mental facility for 6 days after a suicide attempt because I drank for 3 months almost without stopping. So it's obviously a problem. I don't tell people this unless I'm helping someone in recovery, so I just let them have their weird idealized version of me and move on with my life. Why I don't drink alcohol. I mean, I don't feel like I need to explain that one. But other people want me to. Is it really such a crime? Explaining what I'm allergic to. I'm allergic to a specific enzyme in fish. It changes when cooked. So I can eat sushi, but I'm deathly allergic to cooked fish. I hate explaining this because people just think I'm making it up. My own mother is constantly trying to serve me cooked salmon, which is the highest amount of that, and just being around the oils gives me hives. Why I don't really talk. I am so sick of being asked why are you so quiet, because I just am. I can talk to people and understand social cues, but I don't speak unless I think I'm adding something. My skin condition. Psoriasis. It's autoimmune. But some asshole at a party always makes sure to make a joke about STDs when they see my marks. My skin is killing itself. Brenda. Edit. I'm not surprised to see how many people can relate. Psoriasis is one of the most common incurable conditions. And a lot of people struggle with mental health because of this. I've been there too. And I hope all of you will be able to either keep or regain the confidence. I'm lucky to have my partner. The love of my life. Who makes me feel loved and beautiful. You all are beautiful. F the rude assholes. Edit 2. Happy Psoriasis Awareness Month. THXU Drizzle for the reminder. Yes. I'm tall. Yes. My parents are also tall. No. I did not play basketball. Best answer their question with another question. Do you play basketball? No. Do you play miniature golf? How I got that one scar. So. How'd you get it? Hobby farmer here. The chicken is not the female. That's the name of the animal. The hen is the female. No, you don't need roosters for hens to lay eggs. They've been bred over hundreds to thousands of years to lay a lot of eggs. Yes, an animal needs to become pregnant in order to produce milk. Just like a person. They don't just one day become mature enough and become a perpetual milk factory. Hay and straw are two different things. Hay is dried grass or other leafy plants. It's what a lot of ruminants and horses eat. Straw is the dead stems of a crop like barley or wheat. It is inedible and usually used for bedding. Goats don't eat trash, but they are the cats of the livestock world and will get into and destroy everything you know and love. There is a reason they are associated with the devil. Why I use a wheelchair sticks? No. I didn't have an accident. I didn't break anything. My body just doesn't work very well. Go away. Edit. Thanks for the awards. The cake day wishes and support messages. Why it's important to actually show that you care and not be that type of person who says it doesn't matter. That I cannot find friends or a girlfriend like milk at a store. I see you're drinking 1%. Is that cause you think you're fat? Of course you're not. You could totally be drinking whole if you wanted to. What I see when people find out I'm colorblind. Thank you for all the likes. And the people that gave me my first rewards. That extrovert circumflexi is a cute good and confident, and introvert circumflexi is a cute shy. I'm Korean. 1. I do not eat dog. 2. I am not related to Kim Jong-un. 3. I am not from North Korea. 4. I do not know every single K-pop song in existence. 5. I am not from China. 6. No. I do not eat bats. Edit for all of you who asked. 7. I will not carry you on League. But I am pretty decent at FPS. I'm training to be that legend Asian though. 8. I do not know karate, but I have recently taken up taekwondo. 9. Yes. I do eat kimchi. 10. I'm shitty at math. 11. I do not know Chinese. 12. I have not had plastic surgery. 13. Americans. Americans asked me these questions. 14. I forgot to add this into my original list. I do not know any popular K-dramas Korean actors. 15. Another forgotten on the OG list. I do not own any nukes. Yes, someone legitimately asked me this. 16. No, I do not know every Asian or am related to every Asian. 17. I do speak Korean. If there's anything else that needs to be clarified, ask away. It's hilarious. I'm not a bitch. This is just what my face looks like. Alternatively, I'm not sad or angry. This is just what my face looks like. That being an English professor does not mean I'm teaching English to college-age Americans. I can't wrap my head around how the FCK there are so many people who put themselves through the American education system and somehow never worked out that English equals writing and literature. Telling people why they need to shut my bedroom door after exiting my bedroom. My color blindness. Basically, as soon as anyone finds out, they point at something and ask, what color is this? Before anyone asks. I have deuteranopia, which is red-green. Edit. Thanks for all the awards. If someone tells you they're colorblind, it's always better to just ask them what type of color blindness they have, rather than ask them to identify a specific color. That I am not obligated to share personal or any information just because someone thinks it's not a big deal. Ugh. That a clean work environment will, even marginally, make you wanna be there more. I am constantly the only person at my job that cleans, organizes, and makes sure things are where they're supposed to be. I come in, and of course it's dirty, but I clean it because the people after me didn't make the mess, and I believe we all deserve to have a clean workspace. Simple concept. But if for whatever reason it's not clean at the end of my shift, they grumble and groan. Well, help me. We can all be slightly happier at work if you just do like a teeny tiny bit more than the bare minimum. I choose not to drive because it triggers migraines for me. Something about brake lights and stop lights. It's worse in the dark, rain, traffic and glare. I really just wish people would stop telling me I need to buy a car or drive a car, or how much easier life would be if I had one. I have my license. I can drive if I want to. But to be honest, it's not worth the 3 days of vomiting in pain and 4 days in bed after. Stop asking when I'll buy a car. What hay fever is, I have to explain to every single person every time summer comes around. That I'm not a heavy metal, death riding biker because I have a beard, tattoos and piercings. Are you by any chance I'm a heavy metal biker? I don't have kids, because I don't want to, and that should be a good enough reason. Why I left my career using my degree and decided to just serve. I'm so much happier honestly. FCK the money and idea of moving up the ladder. I'm never gonna be rich, but I'm happier, so that's all that really matters. Edit. Restaurant server, not military. I'm a pharmacist. 1. Vaccines don't cause autism. 2. The pharmacy doesn't decide your copay. 3. No. I don't just put pills in a bottle. 4. Flu shots won't give you the flu. 5. Yes. That depression is a very difficult illness to understand. It's not like we can influence our moods to be happy. Why can't you just be happy? What a brilliant idea. Depression no more. Just sickening, to be honest. That's why isolating myself from people is easier. No one wants to hear how hard it is. That's water is fine. No, I don't want a soda. Just some plain water. No. Not juice. Just water. Edit. Thanks for the awards. I wasn't expecting this. If someone says they just want water, don't question it. Why I am depressed. There's no event that depressed me. I am depressed because of faulty brain chemistry. But have you tried, like, not being depressed and instead just being happy? That I don't hate people. I just have resting bitch face. Edit. Whoa. Didn't expect this to be my most upvoted comment post. I'm glad to be hosting this moving group therapy meeting for my resting bitch face fellas. Those suffering resting nice face sad face. Those with resting bitch voice, or those with enjoying color tunes bitch face. You are not alone. We stand strong together to overcome the annoying assumptions the more facial vocally fortunate neutral make about us. JK. Why I don't want kids. It's even harder to explain this as a woman. So many people make an assumption that you will never find purpose or be happy in the long run without kids. I'm in my mid-20s and I can't even move out of my parents' house yet. What makes you think I can pop out a couple kids soon and be just fine? That there are things called facts and that they are different from opinions. That you can't substitute opinions, even ones you really believe in, for empirically grounded facts. Finally, that expertise exists and that opinionizing is not the same thing as having actual expertise in something. All of this might mean that your views might not be as valid as someone else's who possesses actual expertise in a given area. Don't feel bad or that you have been slighted in those circumstances. Those times are learning opportunities. Take advantage of them. Learn something from someone who is an expert. Sensory overload, ADHD, and what a nice guy is. The first two are because God forbid an adult develop them. It's near impossible to be taken seriously with these conditions to people that are much older than me. They think it's silly and simply seeking attention. Thank goodness for the more progressive new general. And the last one? It's amazing how many don't understand the difference between being genuinely kind and being fake nice for ulterior motives. Edit. Oh wow. I didn't think this would gain any traction. Thanks all for sharing your insights and experiences too. Haven't gotten through all of them yet, but thanks. Currently, it's saying to my family and some acquaintances that no, I cannot bloody go out. You know that family and I can't. So please stop insisting, laying down subtle hints that it's fine. You know my dad is in the high risk group. You know he's on medication to actively try and get himself out of it, so he's in a better place. In case you didn't realize, there's a pandemic still going on and there's a lot of stupid people out there that simply don't give a FCK about anyone else. Yes. Being stuck inside the house for 6 months and maybe more is taking a toll on us all. But you know what? I'd rather that than even having the smallish remote chance of my dad getting COVID and ending up in a morgue. So please shut up about it and let us do things the way we want to. Everything we've done so far has worked. We won't be changing it to please others. End rant. Needed to get that out. Semicolon. Wear a F-king mask, people. Just because my country is poor in LEDC doesn't mean your country is objectively better than mine. I for one love my country. Warts and all. Yes, we have our lows. But I can assure you the highs are far more numerous. Even amongst the average person. I live in Tanzania, BTW. What my neuropathic pains feel like. Family and friends see me nearly crying in pain from some bursts and still ask me, are they really that bad? Yes, I work with computers. Yes. I know a lot about computers in general and development in particular. I develop daily in Laravel PHP. No. I can't repair your computer. You should take it to a shop and get it fixed. They know what they're doing. Edit. And no. I won't hack your ex's Facebook. Myself. I am an introvert. Can't keep explaining and breaking down everything I do or don't do and the reasons behind them to my extrovert friends who always seem to misunderstand me. I am done. That just because I have long hair doesn't mean I'm some insane person. Edit. Yes. That autism isn't an illness. And that autistic girls and women exist. Edit. See? Still having to explain this. See comments. Having to prove I'm not a thick bimbo or a sex object to mediocre men who aren't even funny, interesting or clever but dismiss me daily because I happen to have blonde hair and big boobs. Bisexuality. It's liking more than one gender. Full stop. No, I'm not a lesbian now. No, I'm not horny all the time. No, I'm not going to pick a side. Both. More than one. Like salad and meat. Ice cream and donuts. Sunrise and dawn or dusk. People can like multiple things. Now leave me alone. If we're not best friends, or a confused redditor on LGBT subs, you don't get a free lecture from me on the topic. Use Google. A well-regulated militia. Being necessary to the security of a free state. The right of the people to keep and bear arms. Shall not be infringed. That COVID-19 isn't a conspiracy theory. That as Jews we do in fact still believe in GD and no, we don't have horns. Not even joking, people have legit ask if we have horns. It'd be f-king epic to have horns though. Can you imagine how cool that'd be? In other words, if Jews had horns, I'd become a Jew. That Trump is a better candidate than Biden? At first I downvoted you. Which was a bad reaction and I apologize. As a Biden supporter, I have to be mindful that there are people who don't support my views. And I would like to know yours. Why do you view Trump as a better candidate? I am on the autism spectrum. And I'm so goddamn sick and tired of having to explain that it's not synonymous with mentally retarded. I don't need to be spoken to like I'm Elmo on Sesame Street FFS. I am also sick of having to explain that I can feel empathy and that I'm nothing like Bazinga Man. That freedom of speech doesn't negate hate speech. And everybody deserves their opinions. Even if they're a little Nazi. And why I hate myself. Being cold won't make you sick. It's a virus. Viruses are living things that don't do well in the cold. How color blindness works. The governor's and mayor's emergency orders are law. Not mere suggestions. Stay the FCK home during a stay-at-home order and stop talking as though you're the victim just because you want to live your fantasy wedding in 2020. That you can hate both political parties. How unwell I am. I have BPD. So. No. I'm not just sad. No. I'm not gonna kill myself. No. It's not a phase. No. I can't just think happy thoughts or go outside more to cure it. And the most recent one. No. I'm not manipulating you to get attention. Though I manipulate myself into thinking I'm manipulating you. That American police are not justified in killing the people they are meant to be arresting. That homosexuality shouldn't be a f***ing problem. I have to explain that to my Christian friends and family so often, like, wow. Y'all are really stupid. I'm Christian too and I can live with it, so FFS, just wrap your head around it. That your freedom of speech does not include the right to not be criticized. The right to a platform. Or the right to an audience. The American First Amendment applies only to the government. Not to private entities. That immigrants are exempt from paying taxes. I heard that crap when I was a kid in the 70s and still hear it. After 20 years as an immigration lawyer. In fact, you can't naturalize from a permanent resident to a US citizen without proof that you paid your taxes.